CBS welcomes you to a very wet First Energy Stadium, home of the Dog Pound, where the Cleveland Browns are going to get ready to take on Christian McCaffrey and the Carolina Panthers. Kickoff is next.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Heavy rains pounding the Dog Pound area today, so this means the passing game is going to be interesting. Whenever somebody breaks a big one and trips, they could slide for extra yards, so the defense is going to have to tighten up their game today. As Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns are getting ready to take on Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers in a very wet First Energy Stadium. Getting ready to kick off. Cleveland Browns are sitting 1-3. Carolina Panthers come into this game 2-2. Kick is up and we're underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out
You ready for Cam Newton, who rebounded last week, throwing for a couple touchdowns against the Washington Redskins after getting shut out on Sunday night in Indianapolis.
Because when they score a touchdown, some fans going to get lucky and get the game ball.
That they are. So we take a look at the Carolina offense. All right, so the screen looks like they're in a I formation with Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Handoff. McCaffrey looking for some holes. And this is exactly what we were talking about in the pre-show. Show there, Gus Johnson. Whenever somebody breaks off a run or trips and the defense somehow tries to stop them, they're going to really have to stop them because of how borderline monsoon down here in Cleveland. So the field conditions are going to be slick. People are going to be sliding. It's going to be fun. I'm to watch today. Second down and 3.
On second down,
McCaffrey looks like he gets about 8 that time.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Play fake. Newton steps up, throws in the pocket, and it is complete for a gain of 14 to, it's like DJ Moore. And that is the first down, Panthers.
Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
First down and 10.
This is Newton off the play
Newton,
fake to McCaffrey.
play fake, throws deep, wide open, touchdown Panthers. 47 yards. And Devin Funchess brings on the first points of the day.
Take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they eventually get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
Getting ready for Graham Gano for the extra point. He's going to turn 6 to
Point after
7.
through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Kind of think with the way how much it's raining, it's going to be interesting to see.
And Carolina scores to cap it off.
With this rain, it's going to be interesting to see if the football can get a grip.
Getting 0 out now as he'll kick this one away.
Ball's in the air. And
This will be fielded at the 8.
the Browns are going to try to return it to the 31-yard line.
Just past the 30-yard line. So here come the
Ike Hilliard was there on the return.
Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2000s.
Is leading this offense for the first time today. Somebody who hopefully can.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time
Who
big
kind of needs a little bit of momentum to stop a 1-3 skid. They got their first win last week against the Cardinals, leading by basically winning by a safety.
to the college football playoff semifinal twice while Oklahoma.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns.
As
up
Baker
now,
Mayfield
first
will
and 10 at the
lead the
31
Browns
line.
1st and 10 at the 31.
They go
Play action on first down. Mayfield, screen pass. There's a flag on the play. It is complete to Nick Chubb. On Nick Chubb, wow.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Not a good way to start their drive. Second down and 18 on the play.
They'll run for the first
Hand
down.
off to
They'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
a little short gain there.
Given 3 on the play, and that's gonna bring
As we look
up
at the Cleveland
Trying to give
offense.
a lift to this offense today would be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Third down and 7. Mayfield drops back from the gun. Throws and. Ooh, look at that. Oh, there he goes. Breaking ankles. Duke Johnson gets into Carolina territory, breaking 2 ankles in the process and being brought down to 43.
Strength and run. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to the back end of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 43. Oh.
These days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon.
Another flag.
Offensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You get the loud crowds. And there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mayfield. 1st and 15. Mayfield. Play fake. Gonna lean this one deep. Incomplete. As we look at the Carolina defense.
And I hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mayfield uncorks it and nearly picked off as we got an injured Panther on the play. Kept him short.
It was real difficult to hold on to because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Picks up. So it's Dante Jackson that knocked it down. Curious to see what the injured Panther was.
An incomplete pass on that last play.
3rd and
That means they
15.
need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action.
Mayfield launches this one deep, and it is picked off. Bradbury.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score. They come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Picks it off.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice in meetings.
What was that?
Early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Especially with how loud it is up here out in Cleveland.
The Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins.
McCaffrey, left side, and that's a loss of 3 on the play. Loss of 3 on the play.
Backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 13.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
McCaffrey heading off again, trying to look for some space, and the gain of 2 on the play.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the number one option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns.
So the Browns are in a nickel set. They got 2 in the box, 4 on the line. Newton throws, launches it deep, and it's almost picked off. Looked like it was Adel Nims, number 21, almost picked him off.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
As
Deep for Cleveland.
Peppers deep to return. Oh! Hard hit. On Jabril Pepper hit the 30-yard line. He got rocked right there.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go out and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion with that. Made it very difficult.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We're searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. He's close to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
First down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield.
Checking down to 11 with 13 seconds and counting.
Combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros.
First quarter is ended today here in Cleveland as the only score so far is a 47-yard touchdown throw by Cam Newton.
Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Duke Johnson with another big run. Gain of 20 on the play.
Because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up the first down with his very next drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10.
Mayfield, 1st and 10. Throws incomplete.
He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
10 down to 10.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the push is right forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3.
So 3rd down and 4
This is 3rd and 4.
so far up to this point.
Mayfield to throw.
Updates from the other games. Saints and Texans is just reached halftime. The Saints are up by 3 over the Texans, 13 to 10. And the Patriots have dominated the Washington Redskins at FedEx Field as we speak. Still in the late game at the back of this doubleheader of today on CBS between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. Mayfield throwing, and he's going to run it in. No, he has stopped the one. That's Jarvis Landry.
They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl route, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, and fired a bullet in there for the completion.
First and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb.
Mayfield hands to Chubb, loses 3 on the play.
3-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Chubb, handoff, he gets stuffed again. This time by Addison. 3rd tackle for loss for him today.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for loss, Charles, only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. And it's actually
3rd
being
goal.
to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, he jumped. That's penalty number 3 of the day.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
On Kevin Zeitler.
had time for a false start penalty
As they're basically out of a goal situation. We got 11 more for 6. Mayfield throws and is caught for the touchdown. Antonio Callaway from 11 yards out. That's how to rebound from a crushing interception earlier, which could have been easily prevented, by the way.
You throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And the kick is good.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown.
So, I'm ready for the kickoff.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on
First and 10 is the Panthers getting ready to take over. Let's go and go Sounds of the Game. Presented by Madden.
Consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Newton now on second down. He's taken down. This will be a ground sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I'm an offensive coordinator. I see a lot of rush like that. I follow it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Look at them on the screen, see?
So now Cam leads the Panthers out following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
3rd and 12. Newton, hand off to McCaffrey, and he is stopped again. Browns are calling a timeout with 75 seconds left.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather.
4th
Now
and
they're back
16.
in set as we resume
Looks
play.
like they may push a punt here. See what Ron Rivera does. As his offense do.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
Pilardi
As the
punt.
drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And that will be right out of the end zone for a
No
touchdown.
one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
Browns
Special teams went out there, handled
did
things.
tie the game up with that Antonio Callaway touchdown. Really curious to see what they do here this time around.
Mayfield down looking to throw on first down.
Mayfield to throw. And that'll be complete to number 87 for a gain of 3 on the play.
When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. And in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get good air steam going.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
So, 2nd and 7. Mayfield throws. Whoa, incomplete. Luke Kuechly was there on the stop.
It's been my observation that really has right in play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the Converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They're down in 7. And off to Chubb, who trucks through for a gain of 5. 4th down and 2 with 17 seconds left.
As they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
So,
On
4th down
Browns hand
and
things over
2.
to veteran Britton Colquitt to punt.
Colquitt to punt. And that will be sent deep for
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And
number
control of the football
16.
switching hands with very little time remaining until
10
the
seconds
half.
left. 2 timeouts. If you're Cam Newton, what do you do?
Final 10 seconds of the half as they got it 1st and 10. On 1st down,
Hand
it's
off
McCaffrey,
McCaffrey, and that
gets it to about the 30. Now it's out.
2-yard run play.
For one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So,
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
2nd and 8. 6 seconds. Newton throws it deep for nobody. The pass is incomplete.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they're all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, we'll be right back out. Brandon and Charles for the start of the second
Get
half.
ready for the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Get ready for the third quarter. Let's listen to game sounds for a quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have no extra space to run. No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, this kid pretty well all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run it again with Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, I hope the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And off comes to Chubb. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And Johnson blocks the football. It's loose, knocked down. And the Panthers have recovered. And maybe that was caused by the weather. Of course, some rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football grip it too tight in the ring?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly and at the same time under control.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going to McCaffrey. And they'll move this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now, they struggled with rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continued here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, it's Newton. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They got 29 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Handling a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Getting 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. We'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, dump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here we go. 19.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and first down, that fits the bill.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. His pass incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get him sick, practice it, do all those things. But once you get the game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards on first down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so bad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. And this is caught at the end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
If those batters off their point as a change-up point, how about when they go to your big guy down the center of the field, covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains are the result.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation. Because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Jarvis Landry from 3 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go over almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Extra point going down the middle, and we are tied at 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people do a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Drama continuing to build in the dog pound as we are just reached the end of the third quarter and most of the early games are finished.
All even as we get ready to start the
As take a look at some early headlines. Patriots trumped the Redskins with Gronkowski and Edelman showing the vintage performances of 2016. Edelman with a couple touchdowns, Gronk with one touchdown, and James White and Sonny Michel alternating with some touchdowns as well to end their 42-14 victory. As we're getting close to starting some late games here. We're getting ready to start them anyway. And then New Orleans and Houston, that was wrapped up. The Saints held on 19-16 off of a field goal from Will Lutz.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the give. Newton. And this is going to be intercepted.
The pass is picked off. Denzel Ward picks one off late as he will return to the 39-yard line.
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they want to do. But the beauty is the balance that they
First and
created
10 from
sets up
39.
opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the interception,
Mayfield steps, throws, lob pass to
That's complete. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
a couple of them, couple yards today on that one to Duke Johnson. I would say that big run early in the game.
It's a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They pitch it to Chubb. And we'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave
3rd down
it
and 7 with 4:30 left in the game.
Today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having their linebackers set the edge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield.
3rd and 7. This one is incomplete again.
Coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
There's Britton Colquitt now. That's a punt away for the 2nd time.
They'll punt it again.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Cam Newton rebounding after his first interception of the game. Back on the field. This will be his last game in the States before the Panthers go to London to face the Steelers. Then the off week after the off week, they get a Super Bowl 50 rematch at home against the Denver Broncos. Right down to the same uniforms.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd down and 3 with 3:13 left.
Getting that type of a game, considering the points that they just had against them.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. There's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play.
4th and 3. Looks like the Panthers are going to punt it.
And being able to make a play on the football, batted down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
Pilardi to punt basically out of his own end zone. Oh, wow. Nice little punt right there.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 40.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd down and 7. Game tied 14 all.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though we caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. 43.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Mayfield hit as he throws, and it's caught, but he dropped it. Incomplete.
To get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. One of the bigger plays of the game thus far. The
Third
crowd
and 7.
getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Someone moved, flag is
Oh,
out.
another penalty.
5 yards.
And it's on the Browns this time.
All week I'm dealing with loud crowds, I'm dealing with motion.
That's penalty number 4 today.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Mayfield throws and almost picked off.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As he's on
Colquitt to
the punt for Cleveland. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this
First and
close,
10.
you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
2:22 left.
Throwing is Newton.
Newton. Screen to, looks like Greg Olson. Get it 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Two-minute warning left here in Cleveland.
Back and see how it all shakes out.
See how this game shakes out with 2 minutes left.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Second and 5.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
Newton, play fake, incomplete.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third and 5. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just like a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and 5.
Third and 5. Newton throws, and it is incomplete again. Very low completion rates today for both of these quarterbacks.
And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you got to try and make.
As the ball is punted. See what the Browns do. They got minute 48 to try to methodically
Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And
land a
hopefully
field
do better
goal
than they did
or a
in the last
touchdown.
possession
Because
when
they mostly just need a field goal from their kicker to win.
Tell them they control your feet, leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. You
Even though they lost their opening game in the Superdome week 1.
Here's Mayfield. Screenplay Johnson.
Screenplay to Duke Johnson.
Back to the 15. The loss of a full 3
Loss
yards
of
and
3.
now second down.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Yeah, try the city of Cleveland. Huh. My God. Second down and 13.
A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now
5 yards per
13.
attempt today for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield, empty set, drops back, throws, and it's caught by Njoku, and he will be brought down at the 26.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Mayfield throws, caught by Njoku. They need to start thinking about using those timeouts. They need to think about their timeouts here. And it's caught by Higgins. And they're going to run it back to the line, try to see if they can get in the field goal range. They need some timeouts. 33 seconds. It's thrown. It's caught again. And now they use one of their timeouts.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going.
1st and 10 from the 45. And the Browns land their second straight win of the year. And with the Saints beating the Texans, if the Panthers lose,
1st and 10 at the 45.
This very well means the Saints could take the NFC South lead.
On 1st and 10,
Mayfield turns around, throws, and complete. Caught it on the sideline, though.
Give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you've been overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Then play fake, Mayfield thrown deep, and it is incomplete.
These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have.
I don't know if what P. Jackson's going for. They got to think big here. They need one of their receivers to get in the perfect spot to make a play. They are getting close to field goal range.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They need 8 yards for the field goal, 10 for the first. Mayfield steps up. He's going to throw across his body, and it's caught. And they got the timeout they needed. 14 seconds left. They're going to have to kick it. They need to really think about it, possibly kicking it.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
10 seconds left. The Browns upset the Carolina Panthers.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career
Oh.
of the rookie kicker. Now,
Timeout.
chance to
Carolina, Ron Rivera is trying to ice the kicker right here. Those of you, after this game, we will take you out immediately out. Once this game concludes, we'll take you out to Pittsburgh and Arizona if you're in the Mountain Range markets or the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania markets, though you will see Steelers and Cardinals, especially if you're out on the West Coast. After this, everyone who is not in the West Coast or in the middle part of America, we'll take you to the NFL Today studio with James Brown, Boomer Esiason, Phil Simms, and Bill Cowher breaking out today's action. 10 seconds left. Footing could be interesting. It is up and through. And it was at this moment you could hear the dog pound from the parking lot. Because the Cleveland Browns have just won this game.
He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Kick is deep. They got 5 seconds. And number 10 will return to the 31. 3 seconds left. If you're Cam Newton, you're going to be living on a prayer right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on
3 seconds.
One last throw here.
Throwing deep, and it is incomplete.
Incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball
And with this, the Cleveland Browns will go to 2-3 on the season, 1 game away from reaching 500 and a couple games away from tying and catching up to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next week, the Carolina Panthers will be heading to London to face the Pittsburgh Steelers on Fox at noon Eastern. The Cleveland Browns will be hosting the New England Patriots next week at 2:30 Eastern. Coming up on CBS, depending on local markets, you'll get either Pittsburgh and Arizona, the back end of our CBS doubleheader, or you'll get paid programming followed by a couple episodes of 2.5 Men, followed by 60 Minutes and your local news. Final score today from the Dog Pound: Browns 17, Panthers 14.
For the Browns, and they're happy in the Dog Pound as we say so long from